You might need some stitches, or somebody might not know how to sew, or whatever it may. Oh, hey, how you doing there, boys and girls? So great to see you. Welcome and thank you for joining me and Read with Mr. A today. Are you ready to get going with our story? Yeah, me too, because I got a great book on deck right here. And before I get started, before we get started, and before I share this title, if this is your first time here, we would greatly appreciate it if you could just pause real quick, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, because we are just certain you are going to love what you get from this channel, just what we provide as far as content, resources. We want everything for free to help all of you out there who may be in need of some literacy resources. Okay, well, it shows up in different ways. We got readings, we have webinars for parents and caregivers. We also have great animation videos for all of you to check out. So please just go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit all the notifications, and we'll check back in later to make sure you did that. Oh, okay. Because some of you guys try to run out of here real quick. And hey, come on. Doesn't cost you anything. All righty. Now, on to the title of the book we will be reading today. I'm going to say it twice. I say it twice because we have little readers in here who may not know these words just yet. So I ask our big readers if they could say it along with me the first time and support our little readers when we say it the second time. And then we're just going to say it a third time for good measure. How about that? Okay. All right. Well, the title of the book we'll be reading today is called The Emperor's New Clothes. You got that? We're going to say it again, loud and clear. The Emperor's New Clothes. The Emperor's New Clothes is the story we are going to engage with today. And it seems that it's about honesty. We may have to go to the dictionary after this story is complete. And before we even get to that, why it's so good to subscribe, even if you're still here right now, is because we have a product giveaway this month. Yes, the directions are right in the description, okay? First thing is you got to subscribe to Fathers Read 365 TV, which is free. And then once we're done the story here, all you got to do is like the story and then comment on your favorite part of the story that we will be reading today. And then from there, one more thing, you got to tag 10 other individuals, okay? And pass it on. And then you'll be entered into our random drawing, which will be in a couple days, okay? So let's do that. We want to make sure we want to give something away, gift somebody out there something, because we just love to give things away for free here. Now, are you ready to get going? You are? Me too. Well, let's go. I'm trying to tell you, sometimes you just have to say, Mr. A, come on, let's go. Let's get started with the story. Okay, The Emperor's New Clothes. And this looks like Mr. A has to put his reading glasses on. So please, bear with me. Thank you in advance. Once upon a time, there was an emperor who loved clothes more than anything else. He had more clothes than anyone in the land. The emperor's clothes filled all the closets and most of the rooms in the royal palace. It was a good thing the emperor was very rich, because he spent so much money on clothes. The emperor selected only the finest fabric, and he hired the best tailors to work for him. The emperor also spent a lot of money on mirrors. He thought his fancy clothes made him look quite dashing, so he spent his free time looking at himself. Something like that. The emperor's pride was well known throughout the kingdom. Everyone thought he was quite silly to spend so much time in front of his mirrors. They laughed at the emperor, but no one ever said anything directly to his face. They did not want to make the emperor angry because he was, after all, the ruler of the land. Word of the silly emperor who loved fine clothes reached two thieves in a faraway land. Instead of making jokes about him, the thieves thought of a way they could use the emperor's pride to make themselves rich. The thieves dressed up as traveling tailors and made the long journey to the emperor's palace. They told the palace guards that they had the most wonderful fabric in all of the world, and they asked for permission to show it to the emperor. Of course, the guards let them in to the palace. The sneaky thieves presented themselves to the emperor and his wife. They explained that their fabric was not only wonderful, but magical too. Only the wisest people in the land will see this fabric, they said. It will be invisible to fools and to those who are unfit for their office. Bold claim. Bold claim. When the thieves opened their bags, the emperor squinted. He saw nothing at all in their hands. Why, I must be a fool, thought the emperor. Either that or I do not deserve to sit on this throne. The emperor was so embarrassed that he could not see the fabric. So he said, "That is the most magnificent fabric I have ever seen." Then the emperor asked his wife what she thought of the magical fabric. She could not see anything, but she did not want anyone to think she was a fool. So she said, "It is quite extraordinary. It's like no other fabric that I know." Maybe she sounded like that. Come on, let's go. Knowing his wife was no fool, the emperor thought the fabric must be real, even though he could not see it. He offered the thieves 20 pieces of gold to make a new suit for him. They thanked the emperor and went to work right away. When you wear this suit, it will feel as light as a spider's web against your skin, one thief said as he measured the top of the emperor's head. The other thief then explained, "You might even feel as though you're wearing nothing at all." "I can't wait to try on my new suit," said the emperor excitedly. "It really sounds like it's the most wonderful fabric in the world." The thieves smiled slyly and winked at each other. Behind the emperor's back, they had finished sizing him up. After a few days, the royal minister went to see how the new suit was coming along. He was going to tell the tailors to work as quickly as possible because the emperor was getting anxious and wanted to see his new suit as soon as possible. The minister was stunned by what he did not see. The tailors were cutting away at the air with their scissors, and they were stitching up fabric that was not there. Is it possible that I am a fool? The minister gulped. Seeing the minister, one of the thieves said, "Please tell the emperor that his suit will be ready soon. But first, please order another tray of food for us. All this hard work is making us very hungry." Finally, the thieves brought the emperor his new suit. He put it on slowly, being careful not to snag the fine stitching he could not see. Then he strutted around the room. He had never felt so dashing. "This is the finest suit I have ever had," the emperor said to the royal minister. "What do you think of it?" "If you are happy, then I am happy," said the royal minister, who was truly anything but happy. In his eyes, the emperor was standing in front of a mirror in his underwear, admiring a new suit that was not even there. The emperor wanted to show off his new suit to everyone in the land. He asked the royal minister to call for a royal parade the next day. Everyone in the kingdom was excited about the parade and the magical fabric. They had all heard that fools could not see the fabric, and they wanted to find out who among them was a fool and who was not. On the day of the parade, everyone pushed and shoved to get the best view. But when the emperor appeared, everyone was shocked. The emperor was in his underwear. Nobody wanted to look like a fool, so they said, "How handsome you look, Your Majesty. I never knew any fabric could look so wonderful." Suddenly, a young boy cried out over the noisy crowd, "The emperor isn't wearing a new suit," he said. "What is everybody talking about? The emperor is wearing nothing but his underwear." Instantly, the emperor knew that the boy was telling the truth. Everyone in the crowd began to laugh. They realized that they had all been foolish. They pretended to see a suit that was not even there. They felt silly for not telling the truth to the emperor. After the parade, the embarrassed emperor quickly returned to the palace to put on some clothes. That's better, the emperor said as he slipped on the robe. I was beginning to get a chill from my magical suit. For the first time, the emperor left his room without looking in the mirror. Then he invited the honest young boy to speak with him in his court. "I have decided to make you a junior minister. You have shown that you are very brave. You risk being called a fool to tell me the truth, the emperor said. Thank you, the boy said. I will always be honest with you, even if you don't like what I have to say. I'm counting on it, said the emperor. The end. What do you think? Likeable? Yes, yes. Great story, likable lessons, right? What did you get? What lesson did you learn in the emperor's new clothes? What lesson did you learn? Please go ahead and leave it in the comment section and check it out. If you subscribe to the channel, if you just like this video and you're about to leave a comment, you're 3 steps to completing the 4-step process. And what do? Tag 10 people and what? Oh, we get a prize. Yes, free gifts sent to you. So please, if you do those 4 things, you will be entered for the prize. We would love it if you could participate. Okay, fantastic. Now, great lessons in the emperor's new clothes. Do you mind if I share the positive affirmation for today? I can? Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. Well, just like we do with our title, we're going to say it twice. Now with our title, we'll say it 3 times. Here, we're going to say it twice. We can say it 3 times, however many times we want to say it. What do we have here? Okay. It says, break bad habits. Oh, you didn't hear me in the back? Okay, I got you. It said, break bad habits. Okay, break bad habits. I think they heard me that time. And hey, if it wasn't the people in the back right here, did you hear me? Let's break those bad habits, whatever it is. And trust me, folks, I know that we are all human, okay? We are all human beings. Nobody is perfect. Sometimes we get into our little flows of things, and then we create habits. And some of those habits may be good, and some of them may not be good. In this case, let's just say they're bad. They turned out to be bad. So if you have anything that you can acknowledge, that's the first step. We have to acknowledge. We have to tell the truth. We got to be honest with ourselves. So, which means I'm going to have to go to the dictionary, right? I said that in the beginning. So break bad habits. You know, we got to be truthful, honest with ourselves, acknowledge. And I'm about to go very far. And I didn't have to go far at all because the dictionary is right here. So we are looking up the word. Let me move my hand. Honesty. Honesty. Because who showed honesty in the story? Who was honest with the emperor? Was it the adults? Was it the big people in the land? Or was it a little kid? I think it was a little kid who was being honest. And trust me, little readers, I know you out there, you can be very honest. We just got to watch how honest we are sometimes, okay? Because the big readers, usually the big adults readers, and yes, we just want to make sure we're honest in the right places, okay? All righty. Honesty. Honesty means fairness and straightforwardness of conduct, adherence to the facts. Let's see. Honesty, honor, integrity, uprightness of character or action. Okay. Is there anything else? Honesty implies trustworthiness. Okay. And integrity, that'll be for another time, but honesty, being truthful, uprightness, trustworthy, right? Those are things, folks, because when we speak, and be thankful if you are able to speak, and grateful that we are able to project sounds out of our mouths into words and formulate and connect things, because not everybody is able to do that. Okay. So, we got to be thankful about, or grateful. And you don't have to listen to me, everything that I say. I'm just sharing some things that have worked for me and my life, and for others who have also shared, the same things, is keeping positive outlooks on things. Again, Mr. A will get into a lesson on life sometimes, and I don't want to go that route, because again, we got our little readers here, and I want to keep it to where you can understand it. So this is something we can understand, okay? Because we're about to wrap up here, is that we got to stay good, okay? We got to stay positive, and we have to treat people well. We do that. That is the magic formula for transforming this world for the better. It's all about spreading love, okay? And we like to spread so much love here that we actually created a documentary about it. And it's called Reading is Love. So make sure you go check it out on Amazon Prime Video. We're also on Tubi and Fawsome for streaming options, okay? Reading is Love. You can check out Mr. A and Mr. B. We are co-founders of Fathers Read 365. And we want to thank the author or authors for putting the words into this book, The Emperor's New Clothes, which you can get for yourselves and put on your home personal library bookshelf here. Just go in, click the link, grab as many copies as you like. If you like the book that much, the reading here, and don't forget to like it right here. So we want to thank them for putting the words in here to share them with us, so we can share them with you all. Make sure you check out the rules for our product giveaway. Okay, gifting that. We're going to break bad habits, right? Yes, we are. Yes. And thank you, everyone, for your time, your energy. Give yourselves a hand. Yay. And from everyone that is a part of Fathers Read 365 TV, we all would like to say thank you, and we appreciate you. And hey, we're going to see you in the next adventure. I'm Mr. A. Bye now.